Hey, what's going on, dads? It's me, Alex, again here, just to kind of follow up to make sure that everybody understood the other video from the other day, just to get some clarity on that. So, first thing I want to start off with is RP to a legend. Today I got a little bit of Mobb Deep in the background. It's rap music. We lost a great musician today in Prodigy, and not to be opportunistic or take advantage, but it had me thinking about how short we are, how short a time is on Earth, and what kind of impact are we leaving, are we making. And for you dads out there, that's one of the things I really want to help help you think about and help you prepare for, is what kind of legacy are you leaving for your children, what kind of name are you passing on to them. And just to make it clear, my campaign for the next month is Fathers First. So I talked about financial independence, talking about retirement, we're talking about your savings, and talking about your tax advantages. And all these things are real key because, without those things in place, you're liable to put your family in a worse position in the situation if you were gone. And, why talk about finances? Why is that important? Well, finances pretty much determine everything in your life. If you want to eat, you need money, right? If you want clothes, you need money. The quality of your life and your health care may depend on how much money you have in the future. Your quality of your retirement is definitely going to depend on how much money you have. And the time to start thinking about that is now, while you're young, while you're strong, while you're healthy, because the one thing that you can never get back is time. And really thinking about, the foundation of, you being the cornerstone and the foundation of your family, you want to think about the foundation of finance. The first key of that is life insurance. And that may sound like an ugly, nasty word, but, think about it this way. If something happened to you, something unexpected, something out of your control, and you weren't able to come home the next day, would you want your family's life to be better, worse, or stay the same? For me, that was a question that I had asked myself, but I never really had an answer because no one was talking to me about these things. My parents didn't talk to me about that. School didn't teach me about that. I had to go kind of stumble upon it for myself and get introduced, to people in my firm that I work with that were able to educate me and let me know that, it is possible. This is something that is important, that I need to, implement that right away. So it's not necessarily just about having the awareness. It's about also applying that, and then you can turn it into real knowledge. So, my goal for, this month is really just to educate you and make sure that you're leaving your families in a better position, and I know all of us out there, we love our kids, we love our spouse, our significant other, and we want to make sure that, it's our job as the men to protect them. It's our job as the men to make sure that something ever happens, that they're taken care of. And, some men may get a little funny with, oh, well, I don't want my wife, getting all the money and her leaving me. Well, it's not about that. And it's not necessarily just about, enjoying those benefits when you pass. There's also living benefits that you can take advantage of while you're still alive, which are really cool. And, I just want to be able to share that with you. And if you, this is something that you really are serious about, really are thinking about the future, because it's not just about today, it's about 10, 20, 30 years from now, then, we should have that conversation, and we should at least, look into those different options and what is going to be most suitable for you. This isn't about pushing a product. This isn't about, putting you into a situation that's not going to work out. This is about finding a solution for you and finding something for your needs. So I just want to wrap this up real quick. If you, appreciate what I have to say, if you like it, please send me some likes, send me some comments, share this, with other fathers that you know of. Maybe you might be in a good position already, and you might actually be eligible for a free, review, for a free upgrade of what you currently have in place. So that's really cool there. And, you want to make sure you're on pace for retirement, making sure that you are covered with, different long-term care options. Let's just think about it like this. If something were to happen where you needed access to about $250,000, $500,000, right away you needed that tax-free, would your current solution be able to cover that for you? Do you have something where you have access to that? If you don't, then that's where we should have that talk. But just want you to take action. Want you to do the best for your families, do the best for yourselves, stay in great health, and protect yourselves. I'm going to be posting more videos. I'm going to be doing more lives. I'm going to be sharing this. This is a campaign I'm running through to July 15th. So this started this Sunday, July 15th. Doing free reviews. So that's going to be about half hour to an hour, give or take. And it's really, you're getting a value of $1,000 of what the typical industry would charge you just to sit down and do a review with you. I'm offering this for free, because I see the value and I see how important it is for you to take care of your family. And me, it's my role to make sure that, you do take care of that and you do prepare and you make sure that certain things are in place. So I just want to share that with you, and hope to hear from you soon. Now, like I said, if you got value from this, if you appreciate this, send me some likes, comments, share, and talk to you soon next time. Have a great night.